Hello, Empress, in my Taurus reading. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. Empress, this is your bonus reading. You get a bonus reading, or you call for a bonus reading every time you come up in my daily love story. So you and the Emperor came out in one of my love stories last week, I think it was. So I've done the Emperor's bonus read, and this is yours. Okay, so I'm just going to get these ready to draw. And at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull additional messages from the Emperor deck, which is the Phantom Wise Tarot. And also I'm going to go over your decoded message. So that will be at the end of the video. So I'm going to start now, Empress, with what's in your mind space. What are your hopes? Justice. How ironic. One of the themes that have come up quite frequently in your readings is that something that you are currently busy with, some kind of project or endeavor that you are currently busy with, is tightly related to justice, fairness. And so what I've done is I've prepared a little, it's almost like an essay, but it's a short story actually. And I plan to post that in your next daily. So I'll prepare it for you. So on your mind is your hopes, is fairness and happiness. 10 of Cups, happy family, happy home. That's all you are after. Fairness to all. It's quite a profound thing, fairness. It has so many layers. What we think it is and what we perceive it to be is completely different from looking at it from a different perspective. And in your fears, the lovers, you fear this love connection coming towards you, Empress. And I can see from your daily readings, as much as it is your superpower to love, you are afraid that your heart's going to get broken. But don't focus on that. When you love without condition, without expectation. And so then there's no need for being afraid. Then you can open your heart because whether you're going to find your own emotional fulfillment. And this again is such a profound concept. Now, Empress, maybe in the past you were just happy if somebody loved you. But this time around, you want to love this person, even though you're going to love unconditionally in any event. You want to be able to draw emotional fulfillment from this relationship on a personal level. It's not just about making your partner happy, it's about you being happy as well with what it is you enjoy doing. And in the same way, it's going to be for him. He also needs to be afforded the time to do what it is that he would like to do. The Ace of Swords, looking for truth and clarity. The Ace of Swords is maybe an epiphany, something that cuts through all of the preconceptions you may have had, something that allows you now in your mind space to see clearly. Okay, you in your current position, this is where the Tower is. So, Empress, in your current environment, something that is established, whether it's uh, how you earn your pentacles, your status in terms of who you are in the world. It's some major foundation. You could be moving home. You could be changing employment. You could be changing relationships. But attached to the tower, this could be talking about a divorce. Okay, so let's see where that goes. Temperance. Finding the balance then. After this tower comes down, here you achieve your balance, your magic, and your Ten of Cups. What is on your mind, what it is that you are perceiving. It's not your hope. It's what you can perceive already of your future. You know what is coming. So let's look at a new beginning. So Empress, your new beginning with your lovers is in your current environment. The energy has started already. It is there. You can feel it. So you'll be spending lots of time resting right now. Let's see where this is headed. A new beginning with a King of Wands. Someone who's going to be able to give you emotional fulfillment, what you're looking for, who your lovers is. Now the King of Wands doesn't have to be a fire sign, although it could be. We could be talking about a Sagittarius, we could be talking about an Aries, or we could be talking about a Leo. But from all of our previous readings and from my decoded message, the Emperor in your reading is a fixed sign which will then point at a Leo. But this could be one of the energies that the Emperor is embodying. And the way to recognize it is he is someone who's influential, motivational. He could be someone who's a little bit theatrical, someone who's a little bit romantic. This king doesn't allow anything to stand in his way. He is going towards his new beginning and nothing is going to stand in his way. He is ready and he's going for it. Okay, so a lot of work is going on right now. It's attached to that truth and clarity that you have in your mind space. It's a labor. It's a labor of love, burning the midnight oil, a labor that she puts in sacrifice with no expectation for herself. So she is working on her Queen of Cups energy of making sure that when she opens her heart, she doesn't have expectation. She doesn't need anything more from it than opening her heart. And so this leads her directly to her new beginning. And as I've been saying, this union is happening now. If you've been following my story, it's the union between the Emperor and the Empress, which is you. In the past, you knew there was a connection between the two of you. There was a string of fate that tied you, but it ended completely. Oh, and this is such a sad story. So, someone in the situation, this is being excluded. Looking from the outside in, even though you have access to get in, you sit outside because you're not confident enough in yourself to be included. But here we see that that changes. In the current environment, we have balance in the situation, the near future, the Ten of Coins, solid foundations, a legacy. This could talk about a large sum of money, being extremely successful, rising to fame, and this is spurred on by that new beginning that's in your current environment. It's something that is solid. It also looks like it's related to this wand that the King of Wands, he's offering it to you, this new beginning in the Lovers. A sacred connection that was forged in the stars. Okay, I just said that, didn't I? It's a sacred connection forged in the stars. The Magician. Now, Empress, your Emperor is a magician. He's using his energy right now, the energy he's got as the King of Wands, using all of that enigmatic nature that he possesses, all of that drive, that passion, that creativity. Nine of Swords. There was a lot of sleepless nights resulting from being excluded, but also this work that you're putting in. I saw that in your last reading you could be having lots of sleepless nights, but it could be that you are working at night, so your time schedule has changed. Okay, so let us look at your outcome as you see it in your mind. The Three of Coins, working together with your soulmate. You know who your soulmate is, Taurus. Empress. The Hierophant, working together, in a higher level of commitment, coming out of the cold, and can you see that? Coming out of the cold into a higher level of commitment. And the outcome as it manifests in the physical world, the King of Swords. So here's his air energy that comes out, the innovator. He's the one who's intellectual, who's diplomatic, impartial. A home, you are going to have a home with the King of Swords. Okay, maybe not a home, but some kind of solid foundation, Empress, some kind of solid foundation, and a new creative beginning, something that is youthful and playful. It might be going out on a little date, maybe it's just coffee, maybe ice cream, sundae with bananas. It could be. Let's see what's the energy that balances you. Balancing a lot of things. There's another factor that you are fearing, is that you might have to share your time and resources, and you may not be certain yet how you're going to do it, because right now you know that managing more than one thing is going to be a lot. But directly next to the King of Swords, it could tell us that he has more than one thing going on at this point in time, and he's trying to find balance. Okay, so I want to pull 3 cards for what you should know in the situation. You should know that you have all the strength it takes in order to be that fair person that you would like to be. Walking away from this tower towards what it is that makes you happy. Whatever that tower represents in your life, whatever came to an end or is coming to an end, it's in your current environment. And all it means, Empress, is that a cycle is changing. Can you see that? A cycle is changing, and the cycle is changing with the soulmate. This tower in your current environment is allowing you to walk towards what makes you happy. You just have to believe in yourself enough. And what's in your hidden position? There's that reciprocity. That one person that can give you, if you want to use an example, maybe play a game of tennis with you, if you're a tennis player, and be able to match you. But when I say match you, it's on all levels. In a mind space, the attraction will be mutual. It will be a matching of souls in a way that has never been seen before. Walking away and being fearless. You are going to be fearless. So if you are worried about having the strength in the situation, you are going to do it from your Queen of Wands perspective, Empress. You are going to forge ahead with all of the energy you've always had. And you're going to harness that energy, and you are going to be fearless. And the key to it all is a different perspective, looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for the Emperor, and it's what he wants us to know in the outcome. So, did I even shuffle the cards? Sorry. Let me just quickly do this. Page of Cups. Your Emperor is coming with a small offer of love. Like I said, maybe let's meet for coffee, or you want to go for ice cream, or I don't know what Emperors say. Okay, let's just go something small. In his outcome, healing from his heartbreak. Mirroring you, also walking towards what makes him happy. In his physical world, he's going towards his Empress. Oh, sorry, wrong deck. And he wants exactly what you want. Reciprocity. Here we go. So he's going to want that just as much as you want it. Found the one person in the entire universe that's going to be able to mirror and match his energy the same as you. Another message I have in the decoded message. Right now, he's got a lot going on, both in his pentacle world and in his personal life as well. Um, but through it all, he's being strong and and he is persevering. Remember, Empress, he's making his way to you. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut off here uh, and go straight onto your decoded message. So I realized after doing your decoded message that the decoded was more for me than it actually was for you, because it was trying to figure out, and I wanted to be clear and upfront and open with you while I was doing it, as to what was really going on, because I noticed immediately that there was a pattern, and a pattern that I thought was worth investigating because it was a repeated pattern. So at first, there was, in week one, it was the realization of a union between the Emperor and the Empress. And so I think I might have put out a short then, looking for the Empress in my story, because obviously what I'm going to be saying here was going to be beneficial for her. So obviously you're listening to this reading, Empress. Hopefully there's something in here that you are going to be able to use. Now, the love relationship. This love is here that you are so worried about. In the second week, in my decoded message, tells you everything you need to know about this love, what you can expect from it, how you're going to feel in the situation. And I know right now it is something that might be foreign, hearing about a connection of mind, body, and soul. It's not a connection that's easy to deal with. Both parties in the situation have to take such great care, because when you interact at that level, you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting another human being as well. And that is why justice is coming out so often, because that is going to be one of the principles you're going to have to become a professional at, because it is going to be so important to navigate, not just for you, but for your Emperor as well. So in week two, we talked about what the love relationship and what to expect from this love relationship, the differences, the differences between you, the fact that it was going to be so significant, and the fact that it was a fated union, something that just actually couldn't go wrong. There was nothing you were going to do that could go wrong, and there was nothing he could do that could go wrong. Right now, you're both waiting. He doesn't know why. There might be things that came up in his world, and there might be things going on in your world, and all that's happening is that you are in a holding pattern currently, and you both don't know what to expect from that. You both might know what is coming, but you don't know exactly what to expect from it. In week 3, it was trying to identify who the Emperor is in your life. And one of the things that came out quite consistently was that the Emperor had a very strong fixed placement, which means that he had a very strong placement in Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus. Now we know already, Empress, that it is very likely that you are a Taurus, but you could easily be one of the other fixed signs as well. So we tried to find out who the Emperor is, and we kept getting the Strength, which would be a Leo. We kept getting the King of the Knight of Swords and the Star, which is Aquarius. We also got the Death card, which is Scorpio. And there's one that I'm missing. Taurus. Well, the Hierophant has come out more than the usual amount. Here you go. Changing the nature of tradition, re-looking at what came before and changing the way it goes forward. Okay, so we know that right now you know who he is because you have some kind of mind connection. It might be something that's static. Maybe you noticed it, maybe you didn't, but maybe it's something that just comes and goes. We saw in one of your readings that you may have worked with him in the past. It might have been a small team, it might have been a small business, but it was a platonic relationship. But in that platonic relationship, you might have gone out for food and drinks, but in a group. So it was a group setting. I can tell you that you had heartbreak in this situation, and it was one that you grieved from in solitude. There was an ending between you, and this ending was in your past. So this tower that we see now in your current environment is different from what it was in your past. It might have been that you left to start your own creative endeavor, something that keeps coming up in your cards. You are so focused on your endeavor. And one of the things that came up as well is that the endeavor you started transformed from being one format into a format you might have imagined once, a long time ago maybe, but you never dreamed that you would ever be doing this. So a whole transformation with what it was that you were doing went into play. And all that was happening, Empress, was that it was changing in what it needed to be. All you needed was to have faith that you would be guided to exactly where you needed to be and doing exactly what you needed to be doing. Now, in your current environment and in your endeavors, in your creative endeavors, all your queens are being called on. But it's not being limited to just your queens. Your king energy is being called on. Your emperor energy is being called on. So when you are giving reciprocity to your emperor, you are going to be meeting on equal ground. And let me tell you, it's going to be a little bit unsettling for the both of you because you are going to be just as intimidated as he is going to be. So just know that. Relax. You can't go wrong in the situation. Whatever it is that comes your way, even if he stutters or can't get the words out, whatever it is that comes your way, know that he is going to feel just as nervous as you are going to be, and he just needs to know he's going to be good. He's going to be fine. He is his best self when he's with you, and you can take it for granted that you will be your best self with him. For certain. You will both inspire each other constantly. Work over yourself just to be a better version of yourself for each other, and you will challenge each other in a way you've never ever been challenged before. Okay, so unbeknown to you, this tower that happened in your past, your emperor felt a lot of heartbreak. He felt betrayal, he felt heartbreak, he felt burdened. Whatever the source, it was the energy he was meant to feel. Now you're going to say to me, you had no idea. He didn't show you anything. You had no idea he had any kind of emotion or anything. I was just a colleague. And I mean, you can't know that now, but later on. But this ending caused a tower in both your lives, and in different ways, perhaps. And it was the growth that happened after that tower in both your lives, separately, how you fought, how you both fought. And I'm going to tell you that one of the songs that I kept getting during the day while I was doing my readings was The Boxer. So I tell you that your emperor is a fighter. He will stop at nothing to fight for fairness alongside you. Okay, so I've said about as much as I could in the situation. Don't forget to catch my daily love letter from your emperor. I pull a few cards just to see what his message is. And I also listen to whatever intuitive messages there are that there is in the situation. So, Empress, I hope you enjoyed this. I wish you all the best in your journey. This is going to happen oh so quickly, oh so quickly. I hope you are knowing that you are strong enough. You've embodied all of the queens in my readings. I can see your strength. I can see your courage and your fortitude. And I commend you on everything you've done to reach this point. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. In my next one. Thank you. Bye.